Hey, thanks for joining me today. Now this video is going to be a little bit different in that I'm doing a product review, but it's a product review that Janet and I were saying we needed anyway. And so their email to me came at a perfect time. SetPower emailed me recently and said, hey, would you take a look at our portable refrigerator freezers? I said, yes, we were just thinking we needed one anyway. And so why did we think we needed one? Well, we were on an extended trip last fall, and the small refrigerator and leisure travel vans, now that's a huge spoiler alert to you guys waiting on your leisure travel vans or looking at leisure travel vans, is they have an extremely small refrigerator. And so that's just a trade-off for that small, B plus Class C motorhome is you're going to get a small refrigerator. Now they do make larger ones, but they're also inside of larger motorhomes and fifth wheel, something like that. So you may not want to go that route. So if a leisure travel van is kind of your jam, then you will definitely maybe want to take a look at this for long extended trips. Plus, they have tons of other applications that we'll be able to use this for. So SetPower sent me their AJ40 42-quart refrigerator freezer. It runs off 12 volt, it runs off AC power, and does a really good job of it. So I've been using it, and I'll tell you, it is basically the perfect auxiliary refrigerator for a leisure travel van, because it literally sits in between the two front seats in my cab. Now, will this work for a Wonder? I doubt it, because I know those seats are a little closer together, but for a Unity in the Mercedes-Benz chassis, yes, it fits fantastic. Now then, you will need to use a little something towards the back to prop it up, because the refrigerator does need to be level in order to work, like most refrigerators like this. And so just put something underneath the back end of it towards the back of the coach, and that will lift it up. Then, now you're going to have to step over it and everything, but I think that is an easy give and take for actually having more food storage, because when you're boondocking, you're not going to want to just take up camp and run into town to get more food. So the more food that you can have, the more food that you can take with you, the better. Now then, the other applications is going to be fantastic in the sense of you could take this tent camping even and use it with, say, a Jackery portable power station, battery pack type thing. You can take it on picnics. I'll even put it in the back of my truck. It works back there. Like I said, it's got 12 volt power. It's got AC power. So if you want to run off of your inverter that way, where you can just run it off the 12 volt in your leisure travel van, either in the Mercedes chassis while you're driving. Now then, that plug won't work when the van's turned off. So you got to turn around and plug it into the leisure travel van somewhere. Now then, in the back of my FX, they had leisure travel van puts in a couple of USB ports back there. Well, I just traded that out for a cigarette lighter adapter 12 volt plug that I'm able to plug into back there. Now then, another great thing is if you want to use this outside, the LTV also has an exterior plug that you can use. Now then, they say don't necessarily have this sitting in the sunlight. So on a hot summer day, you're not going to want to do that. It'll probably won't keep its temperature very well. But whenever it's in the shade, whenever it's in a pretty good climate controlled temperature, it's going to keep its temperature pretty well. I've been testing it, like I said, and it's done a good job of keeping that temperature. So it's very well made. It's got, it's a hard plastic material, kind of like a cooler, not like a Yeti, not quite that well made, but like a good value cooler is going to be that hard plastic. Now then, it's got a tray, it's got a shelf that you can put in it, and as you can see, I'm putting in some Diet Dr. Pepper there. I don't really drink sodas, and so I was just trying to get something to show you how much it would fit. As you can see, it fit a 12-pack basically just in the bottom of that. You can load this thing up pretty good. And so it also can turn into a freezer, and then the side compartment can be a little small refrigerator, or you can just keep the whole thing as a refrigerator, because there are different settings. And if you look up on the lid, you can see that they've got the different temperature settings for the different kinds of foods you may have in there. But of course, I think home refrigerators around the 40-degree mark. and home freezers are generally around that 0 mark. All Fahrenheit is what I'm talking about there. But overall, I do think that this is going to be a great option for you if you want to take a little bit extra cold stored food, because it does fit in between those seats. And if you got long legs like me, could step over it, no big deal. For Janet, well, maybe a little bit more difficult. She's a little bit on the vertically challenged side. But like I said, it's a good trade-off for actually having more food storage or cold drink storage, whatever you wanted to do. Like I said, you can take it outside. It's great. And I guess even if it wasn't plugged in, I'm assuming you could just use it as a cooler because it's insulated just like a cooler. So I guess it's a 3-in-1. It's a non-plugged in cooler. It is a 12-volt cooler, and it is an AC cooler freezer, so 4-way. Anyway, either way, it is a really good quality. I really think it's a great thing. I'm recommending it. Now then, they've got on this, they sent me the AJ40, which fits perfectly in the LTV, in between those seats. They make a larger one, and they make a smaller one, as well as some other different models of those things. They also sent me a battery powered fan, and I'll do a video review on that. I'm anxious to see about that because that's kind of cool, a battery powered fan. So I'll jump into that in another video. But anyway, so if you are thinking that this might be something for you in your RV or in your camping or in whatever it may be. Oh, another great application would be for power goes out and you do have one of those Jackeries, or mine is a Blue Eddy. I have a Blue Eddy battery pack that I use at home. Yeah, you can plug this right in, and that thing would probably run that refrigerator for several days. And so if you've got some meat, or you've got something that you don't want to go to waste, if you've got a long-term power outage, I think this is another great use for this. So anyway, I highly recommend it. I'll put links for it down below. I'll put it on the Pagosa website, that link as well, if you are interested in looking at this. But anyway, thanks at SetPowerUSA.com. Been really great people to deal with, so seems like a great company and a great product. And so anyway, take a look at the SetPower USA portable refrigerator. I think it's a fantastic solution. Anyway, so thanks for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Just hit that subscribe button. Also, if you get a chance, if you really want to be nice, give me a thumbs up. All of those interactions really help YouTube say, hey, these are the kind of people that like these kind of videos, people who like RVs or gear, gadgets, whatever it may be, and they present it to other people who now can learn about this stuff. So really appreciate you helping the channel grow. But with that being said, we will see you next week.